Thank you so much for coming today. We really appreciate it. First, I want to recognize Ms. Kelleher here, our Chief Engagement Officer, for putting this together. What an incredible... Ms. Kelleher, thank you so much. We have a small group of who we feel are real important stakeholders this afternoon, I guess this evening, who made this all possible here. So we want to thank you all first for coming, and people at home if you're watching. In the 22 years I've been an administrator, this is probably the most important project I ever was involved in, and that was when I first got here, to make all of Belleville's buildings ADA compliant. So for those of you who are history buffs or whatever, you know, 1994, the law changed where buildings were supposed to be ADA compliant, a lot of grandfathering, etc. One of the things that we worked on as a board when I first got here was to pass this referendum, which we appreciate the state giving us almost 50% of the monies for projects like this. They weren't popular projects, they were end-of-life projects, boilers, etc. And one of the things we really were striving to do was to make all of the buildings ADA compliant. This final project here at School 4 with this elevator finalizes all of our ADA compliance issues, and I'm happy to state for this community today that we are 100% ADA compliant here in Belleville for our for years now, for those of you who want to see this, for years we have to fill out a comprehensive equity plan, a statement of assurance that Mr. Zara knows all about too much. And unfortunately, and this isn't the only district that's happening in, but we had to answer no on the bottom to all this because we were not in ADA compliance in all of our buildings. So today, I'm happy to cross this out, put a big yes on here, and sign it again and date it. What's the name? Me too. And we are definitely in compliance now, so I'm really proud of that for all of us here. So congratulations. Thank you everybody in here, council, Mr. Zara from the county office, our board here, our parents, our administrators, fire, police. Guys, you don't realize what this means to us here, ADA compliance. This is a very special population of students. We've been buying life skills houses. We've been doing programs for our autistic population, bringing kids back to our local education agency here so they're with their own friends in Belleville. It's been a big mission of ours here, and this is probably the most important project we can do. So thank you all very much. I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Lamorello, our board president, for a few words before we cut the ribbon.
I just want to thank everyone for coming. For me, this is probably the biggest thing ever, having a son in a wheelchair, and when we came here in 2002, he couldn't go into any of the buildings without somebody having to pick him up and carry him into the buildings inside his wheelchair, and I'm going to tell you, that wasn't fun. So today, this is the ultimate thing for me, because we are ADA compliant, and kids like my son can go anywhere in this district if they want to, and I thank you all for that.
And a Belleville alum, so I mean, you know, and one of the most prominent superintendents in the history of New Jersey.
How are you? Good evening. Congratulations. There's so many responsibilities for a community in a school district. We talk about social, emotional environment. We certainly stress the curriculum and rigor. But the most important thing is providing a comfortable and safe atmosphere where all are welcome. Not only philosophically, but physically. Everyone has to feel comfortable. And certainly I want to congratulate all of you in this school district for being completely and totally ADA compliant. I hope you send me this to the office tomorrow.
We're going to run it down there.
Put it in a smaller envelope. And we will sign off on it, and congratulations.
Thanks for your support, Ruth.
Thank you.
And for the town, Mayor Melham, do you want to say a few words?
Sure. Thank you, Dr. Tomko, Madam President. It's a great day for the school district, so I'm here today as an honored guest and a community partner, along with some of my council colleagues that are here. We commend you for everything you've done. Most people wouldn't make a big deal out of an elevator when they really realize that it's ADA compliancy and what that really means to children in the district that now can go to any elementary school. Your victories are our victories on the township side, so I applaud you and the board for everything you've done.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Councilman, our board members, everyone's here. Just something before we cut the ribbon that's also very important, because I don't think people maybe understand what an elevator would do. When you don't have access to second, third floor, you really are limiting kids to where they can be. So you're moving around. Let's say in the middle of the year you get a student in a wheelchair, you have to move all your classes, and it really is. It's embarrassing, it really is, and that's really not what we're here for. We talk about sustainability, we talk about equity and access, that's what Belleville's about, and that's what these programs are about here, and that's why we did it. Also, Hopefully you wait in line to take the elevator upstairs. You're also welcome to take the stairs for some of you younger and more shaped people here. But Mr. Henry here and his team, I like to give, I don't know, I can't thank this guy enough. I mean, you know, he sits around, he only has a bologna sandwich a day for lunch, and he's here constantly. When I first got here, we were told right away that this building you're standing here was condemned. We'd have to knock it down. Obviously, we're standing, it looks beautiful. And the third floor was definitely condemned. We can never go up it again. Well, what you're going to see when those doors open up is an incredible thing for Mr. Henry. We did that with all local funds, stuff that we did here over time, and just an incredible thing. So I also want to give Mr. Henry and the guys. He graduated a few years ago, also alumni, back in the late 90s, as you can tell. Just what hard work does to you, right? So thank you. So, Madam President, Council, board members, let's come on up and let's cut this ribbon.
Are we missing one?
Ready?
Good, first trip.
And I want to be the first one.
You guys go up, go ahead. Come on, I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I gotta get it. Yeah! Oh my God, Richie! I know.
Hey guys. Good job. I was here. I know what this looked like.
There was a stage over here. Wasn't there like a stage right here?
What's up, guys? How are you? How are you? Good to see you.
The one with the roof? Look at Marie.
Hi, how's it going? How are you? Hey, Matt. How are you? How's it going? This is just unbelievable.
No, I did not.
It's not working? Okay.
Yeah. Pretty good. You
See you.
go.
Good. Good job. Ribbon cutting there.
All right, everybody, we have some refreshments in here. Definitely empanadas for Mr. Barrera. Happy to hear about these Barrera empanadas. Let's go. Let's open it up. So people
You got the reputation?
Yeah, I don't know.